Everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play here of Hearts of Iron 4, The Wrath of Rio. We're playing here as Fascist Brazil. And yeah, eventually, actually someone just made this comment on yesterday's episode, Thursday's episode, that they're like, hey, or Friday. They're like, hey, why don't you create your own faction? Well, you know what? We will, but first we need to have the security blanket that is majority of our, the Axis helping us, because last thing we want is to be overrun by everything else attacking us, such as the Soviet Union, or now the UK as well, because apparently everyone's in on the fun. So we gotta take things one at a time. And right now, the way it's currently set up, Germany is not attacking Russia. I don't have to deal with this conflict. They can focus solely on dealing with the UK and all that jazz. So in the meantime, though, we've got to deal with the rest of our stuff in here, and we'll kind of ignore the United States and Central America, I think. We got other stuff to do. Anyway, we do, however, need to deal with Peru. We currently have a war against them ready to go. Do we have our troops in place? Not really. We have like 5 more days. Can I wait for it? It has to go up the 22nd. So these guys just need to hurry. Get where your guys are going, because we're about to run out of time. Alright, so once it hits the 21st, I'm going to go ahead and start that war. And this one is March 28th, so I do have time with that. Let's go ahead and pause this real quick. So I got my heavy tank and heavy tank artillery set. It's currently 41. So we can start building these heavy tanks, which is kind of what we're going to want to do. However, we're not ready to do it. We don't have the stuff yet to get it rolling. Let's see what else I want to do here. Anything? Is there anything essential in 41? Looks like there isn't. I mean, I can do mechanized, but I'm not too worried about mechanized. Let's upgrade our field hospitals. That'll help. Alright. Keep going. Alright, so once this hits the next day, I'm gonna go ahead and start this war off as soon as we can. Man. Alright, we gotta kick it off. Oh, damn it, I let it... I knew that was gonna happen too. I just let it run too quickly. I was not paying attention for some odd reason. I don't know why that happened. Gosh darn it, so that hits us hard in national unity every time that happens. That was dumb. I don't know how that day flew by so quickly. Did I not have something paused when I thought I did? I don't know. Do your thing, get situated back out. Oh man, I can't believe I let that happen. That was dumb. Well, you know what? It happens. Happens to the best of us. Alright, so we're gonna start getting our troops up into the right areas so that we can go to war against Colombia. They're actually probably ready as is. So we're going to go ahead and declare war on them. So Colombia joined the Allies. And there we go. More stuff keeps falling into place. What are you? You're democratic. Okay, cool. But yeah, basically what happened is, of course, the UK decided to join. They're like, oh hey, we could really use another person in our group, so let's go ahead and just join them. So lo and behold, we're now dealing with the UK again. How have you not beat these guys back yet? Is that just really that fortified an area? Or, oh, you're just sending like one troop at a time. I gotcha. I gotcha. So we're kind of playing the game of let other things happen around us. Is kind of what we're doing while we build up. Send volunteer request from Peru. You want to send me volunteers when I'm about to attack you. Okay, buddy. Let me know how that goes for you. So we do have heavy tanks, so we can start constructing ourselves a tank regiment. We'll do that momentarily because we kind of need to build tanks first. We don't have any. Something that we need to do. However, how are these guys coming? They're going. Okay. Not a big deal. if we can. There we go. Everyone's starting to get their troops in there. We're starting to attack through Colombia. We'll take their capital in some point in time here. There's our cruisers, so we have cruiser upgrade. Let's go ahead and do our capital ships. Right now it's kind of just pick the next available is kind of where we're at for things. Lima is not invited anywhere, or not Lima, but Peru is not invited anywhere. So man, we got the communist bloc, we got the UK, we got pretty much everyone fighting against us here. Oh man. Way to go, Belgium, and screwing up where you're going. I don't know what's going on there. I'll let them deal with it. All I know is, looks like Italy is doing a fine job, whatever they're trying to do. It's going to declare war against Peru, which UK automatically invites them in. Kind of saw that coming. Alright, so what do we want to do? We want to take out these two countries. Then we want to start establishing little island hops to get out here. We need to start doing that. We need to start getting that ready. Where are all our fleets? Or are they being built? I think they're probably being built. Part of the big problem there. Don't have what we need where we need it. Alright, so you guys are pushing forward. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Why do I feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do? What I really need is to start building tanks. I don't know where that one came from. Some weird bugs here and there on occasion that you get. Alright, so we'll take out these guys. We're pushing in, we're doing what we can. Man, we're trying to attack the capital, but they just upgraded their, Ooh, we do have facilities. Let's go ahead and start building tanks, shall we? So heavy tanks. We'll upgrade them a bit, like so. Start pushing out a few heavy tanks. Why? Because, well, quite honestly, we need heavy tanks. Ah, no. I need military facilities to be repaired for that to happen. Alright, in the meantime, who else can we get? Monthly opinion, national unity. That's going to help us. We do need the national unity, just in case things go south. Alright, so who's all attacking in there? You. How about you as well? Get as many people in there as we can. Because what we want to do is take that part over. Now as for this, they're kind of doing their thing. It's going to take a while. I get it. Alright, once we can finally take over and deal with these countries, we can then expand, start hitting our island hopping. This is France. Am I at war with France is the next question. I am indeed at war with France. Okay, so we'll start island hopping one at a time, take over New Zealand, go over here, take over all this stuff. So lots and lots of stuff that's going on here. Who the heck is Siam? They're allied with us too. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I can build more stuff. Let's build more submarines, shall we? I have one more that we can build there. It's for you. Build another one of these. Wow, like everything got repaired. Let's build a bunch of you. Let's do RPG as well. Or RPG, SPG rather, sorry. Get some of the SPGs rocking. Man, we're in need of steel. Lots and lots of steel. Good to know. So I guess we're going to have to go and see who's willing to trade us some steel. Probably the United States, by the looks of it. And what is this for? Chromium. Well, let's go ahead and get that rolling too. We need Japan to do a lot more over here. They're not doing the job we need them to. Oh man, you know what I just realized? We're going to get screwed when it comes to the selection process for taking territories, because Germany, basically everything over here is worth infinitely more than anything in the rest of the world. So when we finally get to a peace accords, we're just gonna get screwed. But, I mean, that's a story for another time. We're gonna have to deal with that later. In the meantime, let's at least go with what we can. Take care of what we can, get out of the wars. It'll give us the opportunity to then switch factions, create a new faction, and then deal with Germany at that point in time. Ooh, did we just trap a bunch of troops there? We did. Goodbye, troops. So they move their capital up here, and that's worth 5 victory points. Well, okay then. Go right in. Because the sooner that we take this territory, the better. I think we've captured more capitals than I normally would think that we have. Go in there. Take out Lima. We'll just pretty much jump it by the looks of it. Like Canadians? I think those are Canadians. Alright, so you guys do what you need to do. Everything's going swimmingly. I think we'll take what we need to. Alright. Everything seems to be going okay there. How is our fleet going down here? They're going kind of slow. That's fine. You join... Nope, sorry. You instead join them. Didn't want to overload us there. Oh hey, we have more troops over here. There we go, 24 and 24. So, you are the horse group. Peru's capitulated, so they'll be our security group. So we'll call them New Theater, and we'll call them Security. So they are security. We'll color them red. So that way I'll remember to keep track of them. They really don't need a commander. Alright, we got a lot of stuff going on, so we're going to pause it real quick. So, if we go and look at our resistance map modes, we can see what's going on here. We got a lot of resistance down there, and there, and there, doing a lot of damage, causing a lot of problems. And of course, up there. So we don't have many troops we can do much with, but with this one guy, we can at least do something. So we're going to garrison him in that area, because he'll reduce the resistance in that area by a lot. The guys on horses are great at that. And we'll just keep adding more and more horses to it as they come up. So, got a lot of things that ticked off all at once. We might as well do construction so that we get the repair going faster. That's essential because right now we're dealing with a lot of repair situations. Got ourselves a lot of this going. Let's finish off the artillery and the equipment. Let's boost up tanks by a little bit each. Like that. Okay? We're going to need a little more chromium by the looks of that, but we'll get there in a moment. And of course, more ships. Always a good thing. Like that. Perfect. Alright, now let's see our resources. We need more steel. Done. What else do we need more of? Chromium. Done. Okay. Now that's rolling. What else do we need? Chromium. Well, should we just go with Cuba? Might as well get a little from Cuba too. They're like right there. So we have more air forces that we can use, but it's not essential. Alright, you guys just take that. Oh, so they did capitulate pretty much everything. Time to start, I guess, justifying on Ecuador. They'll be next. Once we can take care of all this, I think, like I said, we're going to ignore Central America until we can get everything else sorted. There's just too much going on here that's going to be problematic. So we kind of just need to start kicking things out, for lack of better terms. Once we can do that, we'll be good to go. Oh, you're in the wrong color group. Whatever. It'll work. So is Colombia capitulated? Do they still own anything? I kind of do. I don't like little bits of territory here and there. But by the looks of it, we have the majority of stuff. Well, whatever. We'll slowly eliminate these guys, like I said. And then we're going to push over and try and take out New Zealand and Australia. And then we'll deal with something else. Alright, so we have our capital ships done. Might as well start going on submarine effort, boosting those up. Colombia just capitulated, so that's good. We took out all of Colombia. Let us boost up. Okay, we're all good there. So you're attacking there. Let's get you guys down here. We'll start staging for a major war. Actually, let's send you all there. Send you guys... Yeah, we didn't want to do that. Split you in half. Half of you go here. Split you in half again. Half of you go there. There we go. I'm going to start establishing our routes, rather, to get some of these attacks going. It's kind of what we're going to be doing here momentarily, is getting some of these naval attacks planned. We need to start arranging for these sorts of things. We're starting to build up another unit, by the way. It's going to be good. He'll be our... So let's split you guys off, right? It was you guys who were moving. Yeah. So let's split you off. You're going to be South Pacific. South Pac. We're going to change you to blue. Light blue. And you're going to be now South America. So you guys, kick it back off. Let you guys take care of that area, and then we'll deal with Ecuador, who I don't have yet. Once we take over that area, we'll base ourselves around Ecuador. At some point in time, you'll get over there. Okay, perfect. Alright, so you all group up around Ecuador. We'll just have the mission just basically take over the coastline. Like that. Excavation is done, that's good. So now let's pause real quick, see what our options are now that we've redone our economy. We can start to do radio stuff, but I mean, AA and radio is not going to really be effective for us at the moment. I've never found this to be too useful. I'm sure it is, but at the moment, I'm just not willing to commit to it. So we could do mechanized stuff, which might not be bad, because we do have motorized. We can do anything in here. We should probably do military police, so at least we can start reducing the, what you want to call it. I can't remember what the hell they're called now. The resistance modes. The resistance. Once we start suppressing them, everything will be kicking off a lot easier and nicer. Where's some of these things going on? Everyone just trying to do landings of sort. Alright, well, I'm basically ready to go hit Ecuador at this point. I have till August, so we've got roughly 2 months. We'll let them get in position, and then we'll take care of them. In the meantime, all of my South Pacific groups, they're currently moving down to their ports so that we can start dealing with getting them all ready. Alright. Because we're going to have to start taking over Australia and New Zealand by the looks of it. Japan is slowly making grounds into Vietnam, so that's a start. Looks like they're also starting to cut up into British Raj. Once I take over the South Pacific, we can then probably deal with Canada. And then from there, I don't know. We'll figure that part out. The nice part, though, is Italy is really sweeping Africa. They're doing great there. It's making a huge difference, I'm not going to lie. That was not a good thing to have all this area exposed. But now we're doing pretty good. So Norway and Sweden is an issue still. Not really, oh no. Norway is, Sweden's neutral. USSR is still a problem. But again, I'm not worried about that. German Reich is calling me to arms against the UK and everything else. I don't want to combine my battles if I can. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't want to do it because it's going to screw something up and make life difficult. So instead, I think what we have going on now is probably for the best. I think at the moment, as long as we keep our resistance in check, we'll be probably pretty good. So we're starting to get more submarines out. The war is going. It's going pretty well. There's our hospitals. They've upgraded. Alright, so British Raj has taken losses. These two are going to be bears to deal with. We'll have to worry about that when we get there. Well, we want to eliminate little things at a time. So yeah, as soon as we can deal with Australia and New Zealand, then we can move on from there. That's ahead of time by 50%. We are 50% ahead of time. Let's go ahead and get ahead on the field hospitals, being ahead of time there. Alright, the more ships we get, the better. Alright, so we'll switch back to this view. You will create another force with you. We'll make you green, and we'll put your front line to be Panama. Here we go. And any new troops that we create, which will be out of this, well, we'll just deal with them as they pop up. How about that? Alright, so as for us, we still have got a month before we need to go to war against Ecuador. We're slowly spreading ourselves out across their border, for the most part. How is my air cover in this area is going to be my next question. Let's go to air. Ah, so that's a separate area. Okay. So you, let's create 200 planes there. And you guys, if you don't mind, have the mission over there to deal with that. We'll do the same here. And there we go. Now we really have air superiority, which is excellent. We've got pretty much all of our areas covered. The big one, of course, is going to be having to do this island hopping. That's going to be problematic. So that's US. US hasn't gotten involved in anything so far. That's kind of clutch. With the US staying out of it, uh-oh. They're about to do the Monroe Doctrine, which is going to be bad. Once they do Pax Americana, I can no longer attack anything without America getting in the way. So we'll have to basically cut off our campaigns through most of mainland, I don't know, mainland America. We'll have to figure that part out when we get there. Still a long way off, but it's important. We'll need to take care of it when we get to that point. Alright, so, how many ships are here? A decent amount. Still a lot of destroyers. There's a lot of destroyers. So we have a lot of stuff. Repair now, never repair. Never repair is a terrible idea. Now on search and destroy. Alright, so we need our fleet to be a lot bigger than just 2. Once we can do that, or 7 I guess, we'll hit this island. So we're gonna need here and here, and then here, and here. So you're gonna need basically a bridge coming all the way across like this. It's not going to be easy to do. There's going to be a lot of hopping. And I mean a lot of hopping. Back and forth. Can be done. It's just going to be a pain in the ass to do it. Alright, so pretty much... Man, they've pretty much sacked all of Africa, no problems. Now they're going to run into resistance here. Doing a naval invasion of England just is not going to happen, I feel. It's my submarine effort. So let's go ahead and do destroyer effort. Basically meaning I need to start researching all these, Oh, there's August. Let's pause. Declare war. They're guaranteed, but it isn't going to matter. And then if you guys don't mind, go for it. And they join the Allies, of course. So we'll just take over what we can. It should be relatively quick, because I think we outnumber them pretty strongly. Okay. So you, my friends, why don't we get you a commander? He's a relatively weak commander, but he's better than nothing. So we need to search and destroy here. Oops. Search and destroy here, here, and it'll eventually work its way there. However, that fleet, these guys, let's assign your home base. To be, hold on, how do we do this? I need to control and right click a Navy base. Okay. You are base 2, base 1, base 5, base 1, base 5. And that was not control right click. That's the wrong one. There we go. So there. They now have their home base over on that side. Let's have you just join that fleet whenever you're ready. Ecuador just capitulated, that was quick. And I have more stuff I can build with. So let's do one across the board for you all. Now I need more resources from the United States. Thank you. Get more from Cuba. Thank you. That took care of that. Awesome. Alright, where are we now with stuff? Let's have you join the Panamanian fleet. Where is our navy? Again, let's select our navy. That is not what we wanted. We wanted... Who are you, and why are you in the wrong spot? Alright. So, we're gonna have to mess with that later. Let's see here, where is... Alright. Let's go back here. Let's figure this stuff out. Alright, when you go to our build menu, we want to have these guys automatically join this fleet. So there we go. Now they're joining the right fleet. You are in the wrong fleet. So let's... How do I disband your fleet? I can't. So just go over here. Can I select multiple fleets? I can. There we go. And merge. There we go. So they'll take care of that. They'll get where they need to go, I assume. Ah, we have another horse. You are going to join this group. How's our resistance? Clear there. So let's add another resistance zone of garrison up here. So garrison zones basically to allow you to put What do? Basically, they allow you to add armies to areas, and then in that area, they're going to basically guard cities and ports and everything else within that area, kind of as a resistance and enemy deterrent. So that's kind of what we need, is them to go there, prevent all the sorts of conflict from happening, and just generally deal with stuff, for lack of better terms. So now we have this whole group with not a lot to do. So I think what I'm going to do, split you guys in half. We'll send half of you here, the other half here. And we'll wait for everyone else to get to their areas, their designated areas, and we'll start landing, like, in the Dominican and everything else. Right now they're doing neighbors. Alright, until they start doing Pax Americana, I'm good. When they start doing Pax Americana, I'll be in trouble. So Mexico. Ooh, they can start a civil war in Mexico. I see. That way they can make different things happen there. I get it. I see what they're doing. Okay. Anyway, how's our fleet going over here? Secondary fleet. These guys, they're working on it. Probably just don't have the range. I think that's part of the problem. Need to start upgrading my ships. We're not to that point where we can do that yet. Chief of the Navy. Let's attack. Let's attack from carriers. That's convoy rating. That might not be a bad one, this one. Go ahead and we'll do that. And then this is different types of stuff. Okay. So I think that takes care of that. That's template. Who don't I have templates for? Oh, my tanks, because I'm building tanks. Well, we'll get to you in a minute. Alright. I think we're getting pretty set. Let's see here. Close air support, I'm not worried about you. What we need is to see how our research is coming along. Alright, so 11 days there. Once that's done, we need to probably switch to ships. We're going to need ships badly. Then from there, I think we'll be good. Start switching over to submarines. Maybe we can hit this area. It'll be great. Alright, so we got that rolling. I think we're doing pretty well. Alright, so I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode. I want to thank everybody for coming out to my episode here of Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Come join us next time in the Wrath of Rio as I probably start hitting some of these islands in the, I guess that's the Gulf and the Caribbean. And we'll kind of go from there. And I'll eventually start working my way out to try and hit Australia. Ooh, looks like Japan finally did a really good job here of knocking out France. And now they're really hitting into the British Raj. That's excellent work that they have going on there. Way to go, Japan. You guys are killing it. That's incredible. Alright, well, thank you everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next episode. See you guys.